Well, happy Friday, everybody. We have made it through the week, and by week, another 7 days of this quarantine, but we're still staying productive. That's the most important thing. My co-host is back in Southern California. Thank God. The time difference was a little tough. Welcome back, Dale. How you doing?
Man, feels good to be back. How you doing, Will?
Good. The weather's very nice. It's not 32 degrees like it is at your parents' house, but
oh yeah, miserable.
Looking forward to the weekend, and as usual, we have some very questionable but interesting topics that some professional athletes have made. Let's dive right into it. So
I've said it so many times, Will. Why are athletes being idiots during quarantine?
I don't know. I can't tell you because maybe they throw all inhibitions out the window and think, oh, I can do whatever I want. Check this out. So last night, DeAndre Baker and Quentin Dunbar decided, hey, let's go to a party in South Florida. Let's say fuck all of quarantine rules, stay-at-home orders, because Floridians don't care. And we're going to go to a party. And not only are we going to go to a party, we're going to bring guns and we're going to rob somebody. And by rob somebody, they stole $70,000 worth of merchandise in terms of cash, in terms of watches. And I'm not the biggest watch guy, but $70,000 worth. What do you think?
Idiots. Dude, I don't get it. What are these guys doing?
I don't know.
I don't get it. I read also that they were gambling the night before. So, I mean, maybe these rookies went out and blew a bunch of money and they're broke now. I mean, Will, I just don't get it. These guys just have one job and it's stay out of the news, and they can't do that.
You know, you had the world at your fingertips, right? So DeAndre Baker was a first-round pick last year, and he doesn't turn 23 until September. And for him to make that decision, I mean, the Giants are going to have to release him because if there is a warrant out for his arrest and saying that he's going to get charged with armed robbery and aggravated assault with a firearm, why are you bringing that to a party? When is that okay? Hey, can you bring some wine? Can you bring some snacks? Oh, yeah, bring a gun too, please.
And then rob people.
Yeah, I know exactly. What are you thinking? I'm going to write about that. That'll be the sack of the week, most likely. Give it to them. They do it for me for my Galvez Gauge on Sports blog. But look, what are you thinking? It's not that hard. And to think, okay, you know what? I've been locked inside. And instead of training and getting that first round money that he thinks he deserves, he's just going to do it the dirty way. He's going Soprano style. He's going to go and just rob somebody. I can't believe it. And I'm not going to
no sense.
You have to release him, right?
Yeah, he's gone. Axe, get out of here.
Same with Quentin Dunbar.
Yeah, they're both. I mean, it's inexcusable. You're professional athletes. You have to be better. Conduct yourselves in a better way.
Well, they are NFL players, and there might be an NFL season this year that might be delayed, could be pushed back, or in some instances, there's not going to be fans. But Joe Buck said on a radio show that there is a possibility, and it's not set in stone, that NFL crowd noises are going to be pumped into the broadcast. So can you imagine an empty stadium with two teams playing? It would be reminiscent of like a scrimmage or a closed practice. And you had the broadcast announcer, Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, and then you have noise. Do you like it?
I don't like it. So I watched the fight Saturday. We talked about it. I really enjoyed the no fans aspect of it. I thought it was really cool to hear the different noises and stuff. And at the end of the day, I just think
a grown man's fist hitting the flesh on someone else's. Yes.
Beating somebody. I loved it.
Yes.
Like, I want to hear – like, we're going to be in a terrible situation coming into this football season. Obviously,
regardless.
No fans. Yeah, regardless. Why not give us a different aspect completely of football? How cool would it be to be able to hear the huddles? How cool would it be to hear different call-outs, different signals, hits? I don't know. I love it. I think the mic'd up NFL players is one of the best parts of Sundays, and we could have the entire league pretty much mic'd up on Sundays. I just think it would be amazing.
I think it'd be great too. The thing about it though, I feel like there's a lot of pussies in the NFL offices, and in terms of the curse words that would be said, the slurs that would be thrown around. Look, there's little kids that watch the NFL, and as much as I would love that, you got to watch out for that. I think also, too, if you have, as my speaker is just disassembling right now, you got to adjust on the fly. You have teams like the Patriots who are notorious for cheating, and if you pick up on a signal, on a call, and you got to think, too, I mean, the crowd is huge. We were just talking about, Dunbar being with Seattle. the 12th man, that's a huge advantage. Think of like the Saints and the Seahawks, and some of the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Home field advantage is huge.
Dogtown. Roof.
I'm just kidding. No, but I don't think I'm on board either. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think it'd be too forced. They have a lot to worry about, and for this to be thrown out, and again, it's not set in stone, but he did propose it, and it creates like an interesting conversation. But I don't think I would want to do that.
We're really like in a who's gonna blink first situation with sports.
It's like on that episode of The Office when Andy and Dwight and Michael are all pointing at each other, and now that's exactly what it's boiling down to.
Kevin Love, though, because I say that because I go to basketball. Some NBA teams are practicing. Kevin Love went on TMZ and said that he almost would rather not be there than do what they're doing currently with like the rebounders wearing masks and gloves, and literally only the players are able to just play normal. Everyone else is looking like in hazmat suits. I don't know. How do you feel about this?
I read the report, and it was saying, or the way that Love described it, so they have 4 main baskets in the facility. So we got to remember that you cannot have a group of people over 10 yet. I would say in the foreseeable future that's going to be expanded. But like you mentioned, you have these trainers that have to rebound the ball, that have to wear, gloves and goggles and a hazmat suit and orthopedic shoes. And no, I'm just kidding. But they have all that stuff. And I think they're taking the proper precautions. But if you're going to be disinfecting the ball and all that, because the players, they're still, it's normal hands. And I would figure you can't play with gloves. That's absolutely ridiculous. I think the protocol is correct, but we're still miles away. I mean, can you imagine the NBA finals with, some referee that has to wear gloves and maybe a mask? Get out of here. No way.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. I mean, look, we're in a very, very unprecedented time, and that's been said ad nauseum, but it's going to be continued to be brought up. I mean, look where we're at, right? Like, you can't – I appreciate what they're doing, the method behind all this, trying to open up these facilities.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're going to have to deal with it, but would you be okay? Let me ask you this one really fast. If they were to scrap the NBA season, right?
Okay.
Just punt on it, go to the 2021 season, how do you feel?
At this point, I don't really care.
Really?
Right? Like, I think
it's not because the Cavs are out of the mix.
No, I think at this point, the NBA season has been gone for so long.
Yeah.
And at this point, we're round 2 of playoffs we should be in? But we still had, 20-plus games left of the regular season?
Yeah. Same with hockey as well. Yeah.
I think the winter sports need to take the L on this year. Baseball and football are more realistic, right? Like, baseball should be ready to go. I think that they can play an 82 baseball game schedule and be good to go. But I think NBA should be planning on getting to being ready in October. Yep. I think that's more realistic. I think the outside.
Well, I think they're trying to start at Christmas time. So what they're doing is they don't want.
And that I don't understand. I think that they just started on time.
That. I kind of like.
So you want to see it finish?
I do want to see it finish, but at this point, we're running out of time. And in terms of paying the players and everything, and that whole baseball discussion too, that's completely separate. But the thing about basketball is they don't want to interfere with football. So if football were to stay on track and start a little bit after Labor Day, the NBA is kind of in a pinch because they can't overlap with that. So ideally, what they were trying to do and propose is start at Christmas. It's weird because the Saints play on Christmas. It's weird. Anyways, they want to start at Christmas and roll into August. So they want to take as much time throughout the summer for basketball, which I completely understand. Because everyone says that there's a dead period in the middle of the summer. But the only reason why it's a dead period is because there's nothing on except for baseball. And that's not a knock on baseball, but there's no other competitive sports that are going on.
Yeah. No, I get that. So I guess I'm going to leave you with this. What, if you had to gamble on this, what sport lays out their plans to return first? Baseball, football, or basketball?
I would go baseball. I feel that just because you got to think the NBA and the NHL went through more than 75% of their season.
Right.
The calendar year for baseball, I mean, they should be 7 weeks into the season at this point. I mean, ideally, when Corona busted out and just took out everybody, I mean, we were getting ready to go into the season. We're about 10 days away. Oh, yeah. So I would go baseball.
Okay. I think I'm with you. But I think if baseball comes back first, basketball needs to just scrap it.
Well, we're going to be golfing this weekend. Everyone have a great
Ooh.
weekend. Stay safe, wash your hands, and we're hopefully
yeah.
one step closer to the quarantine ending.
Yep. See you guys.
See you guys next week.
Woo.